Hey guys, happy November. So I'm coming to you this month with two of my favorite oils that are new to doTERRA. So I'm sharing this specifically with you, my customers, and I thought I would try this with a video because I know we're all so busy and sometimes reading another email can just seem like a task that never gets done. So I hope that this short, easy video is a little bit easier to digest. So first of all, I'm going to start with rose. Rose is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I absolutely love it. This is an oil that was never previously released because it's so incredibly difficult to source. It just smells like you're lying in a bed of roses. So this is rose. It's in a touch roller, diluted with fractionated coconut oil. It's so good. And it's an absolute oil. So what that means is the way that they distill rose, it takes, I should have looked up this fact. I think it's like 21,000 rose petals, and that might be even short, like for a drop of oil. So you can imagine squeezing a rose petal, trying to get something out of that is difficult. And the rose can only be sourced in the morning because once the sun comes out, the chemical constituents change. So it's just never been released before because it wasn't sustainable to source in a big bottle like this. So what doTERRA did is they partnered with the farmers, as they normally do, and created a way to create a sustainable rose in this form. So it's a diluted touch roller, and it's amazing. And one of the reasons that I love it is because of its emotional components. So it's great for blemishes and physical things, but emotionally, everything in the world has a vibration, has a megahertz. It can be measured. Emotions can be measured. So emotions like shame, fear, guilt are on the lower scale, like 30, 40 megahertz. The average human being vibrates at about 65 to 68 megahertz, depending on your diet, your emotional capacity, your lifestyle, if you exercise, if you move your body, all of those things. If you meditate, you do yoga, if you run, all the stuff. So on average, that's where a normal human vibrates, around 65 to 68. Rose oil vibrates at a megahertz of 320. Yeah. Love, the emotion of love, the feeling of love vibrates at 500. So you may hear in like the spiritual world, a lot of people talk about love or above, vibrating at love or above. Love is 500 or above. And above is you get to like all the other amazing feelings and eventually like enlightenment, right? I mean, we're all working towards it. But what's beautiful about rose is it vibrates at 320 megahertz. So literally by applying this oil to the insides of the wrist, the backs of the ears, the neck, wherever, the heart, wherever you want, is literally going to raise your vibration at a chemical, physiological, measurable outcome. So when you're like feeling grumpy or irritated or stressed or overwhelmed or complacent or like life is just meh, rose to the rescue. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's all I have to say. Okay. You know me, I can talk like literally forever. So I'm trying to keep this short for your time because I honor it and I know we're all busy. So next, Copaiba. Okay. Copaiba is a brand new oil from doTERRA that is an oil that interacts with our endocannabinoid system. So every single person has an endocannabinoid system, just like we have a skeletal system and a muscular system and a respiratory system and a nervous system and all of those things. So Copaiba interacts directly with the nervous system. So our endocannabinoid system has two receptors, a CBD1 receptor and a CBD2 receptor. And CBD1 receptors is what interact with the cannabinoid system interacts with three types of different cannabinoids. CBD, which is cannabidiol, which is a naturally occurring component of cannabis. and hemp. THC, which is tetrahydrocannabidiol, which is also cannabis, and CPB, BCP, which is beta caryophyllene. So the beta caryophyllene is the component found in cannabinoid. In the CBD, God. BCP, or beta caryophyllene, is the dietary component, is the component in Copaiba, which interacts directly with your endocannabinoid system. It interacts directly with your CBD2 receptor. So remember, we have a CBD1 receptor and a CBD2 receptor. The CBD1 receptor works with CBD found from cannabis and THC found in cannabis. The problem is that it's illegal, and not the problem, but the thing is that CBD and THC has psychotropic effects, right? And CBD, there's a lot of talk about CBD right now, can be found in THC. There's 400 different strains or components of different types of THC and different types of CBD in each cannabis plant. So when we're using cannabis for CBD to help with pain and things like that, you're kind of getting like a blanket. You're just like, here's a 400. I hope some of them work. And so they're still doing a lot of research on this, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, if you're using it for pain or inflammation or reducing anxiety, you're not really going to, mostly don't think you're going to use something like that during the day, during a work day where you have to be proactive, because it doesn't have, because it has a psychotropic or psychoeffective results from THC. And so that's that. So there's a lot of controversy and a lot of opinions, but here's the thing. Cannabinoids work with the human body, with the receptor 1 and the receptor 2. With CBD, pure CBD from THC, from a cannabis plant, there's many times where you can find the ones that are designed specifically, or not designed, the ones that are made or whatever, come specifically for pain and anxiety and relief of those sorts, are incredibly, incredibly expensive. So they have to go through every one of those 400 compounds and remove that one strain of CBD and then put it into something, a cream or whatever. So you'll find that those very high quality CBD products are like $400, $500, $600, because it takes a lot of background work to get them to where they need to be. And the CBD2 receptors are what interact with this oil, Copaiba. We have cannabinoid receptors all over our body. They're super important. They're in the brain, the organs, the tissues, the immune cells, and each cannabinoid system performs a different task, CBD1 and CBD2. But the goal is always homeostasis, to keep the body in balance, right? So the CBD2 receptors don't make you high. CBD1 receptors have psychotropic effects. That's the ones that interact with THC. CBD2 receptors are targeted with Copaiba, and they actually can help keep the body in homeostasis directly without any psychotropic effects. They reduce inflammation. They can bring liver and antioxidant support, cardiovascular health. You can take it internally. They actually suggest taking it internally. I take it internally once a day, just to put one drop under my tongue. You can put it in a capsule and take it that way. It's 100% drug-free, so you're not going to no risk of failing a drug test. It's incredibly less expensive than other CBD oils. It is retails at $46 and wholesales at $35. So it's incredibly affordable. It has no cannabis plant, and so there's no chance of getting any psychotropic effects, like I said. And Doterra really does the most testing in the world than any other company. And so it's free of pesticides and heavy metal and contaminants. And every bottle is has a scan that you can look up and see the test results. No other company on the market puts their test results out into the world. And this particular strain of Copaiba is 4 different plants together to make, so it has the best therapeutic results for every time you use it. So it can help with the digestive system, it helps with immune response, so it brings down inflammation overall in the body. If you've seen my supplements video, then that's what that's about. I mean, it's super important. We have inflammation going on in our bodies all the time, and this brings down the inflammation response. And when you have a lower inflammation response, you have a greater immunity response. It means you don't get sick as much. It helps with neurologic function and respiratory function. And I think I said this, yeah, cardiovascular health. I said that. It's great for your skin. What else? Great for anxiety. If you're feeling stress or worry, you can diffuse it or just place it. I just shut it really hard. Place it into your palm and just take a big whiff. It's very woody. And it's very subtle. I really, really like it. It's calming, so you can add it into like some bath water or in your diffuser. It's really amazing, and it's sourced in the Amazon rainforest, and all of doTERRA's oils are sourced sustainably, and they partner with a large network of Copaiba harvesters to keep it sustainable, so the trees are around for years and years to come. And that's all Copaiba. If you have more questions, hit reply. We can talk about this forever. Second favorite. Oh, and by the way, if you combine rose and Copaiba, it's a great pain reliever. So topically, on the spot, neck, shoulder, knee, whatever the area, back, combine them topically, and you can do this every 4 hours. It helps direct inflammation at the location. Okay. 2 more things and I'll be quick. The free oil of the month this month, if you're ordering on LRP, which is the Loyalty Rewards Program, which if you're ever ordering, you should be ordering on LRP because you earn points back and you can get oils for free. It's an amazing, amazing program that doTERRA offers. So if you order on LRP this month, before the 15th of the month, and you order 125 PV, which in the United States, PV or product value is typically equal to about $1 a point, give or take. So it's about $125. If you order that this month, the free oil of the month is clove. Clove is great for any mouth issues, gum issues, halitosis, it's very clovey and spicy. It's great for like the holidays, blending, diffusing. So any mouth issues, any gum issues, clove is great for that. It also is great for cooking. So any, all those oils are falling everywhere, guys. All those gingerbread cookies and pumpkin pies really, really opens up with an oil instead of a dried herb. So herbs, the oils tend to be 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs, just because herbs are dried, they lose some of their components. So really fun to play around with cooking with different oils. So that's the free oil of the month this month. And then just because I know we're getting into that season of sticky, icky, ooey gooey germs, I'm sharing one of my other favorite things that I talk a lot about. It's the On Guard beadlet. On Guard is doTERRA's immunity protective blend. I haven't been sick in 2 years, and I pretty much attain that to the oils and On Guard because I deal with sweaty, icky people every day. Not icky people, icky germs. And these keep me healthy. So these are just tiny little beadlets, if you can see that. They're kind of squishy. That's just one. It's itty bitty. You pop it in your mouth, and you can swallow it, or you can let it dissolve into the mouth. And it's got clove and wild orange and cinnamon and eucalyptus. Yep, and rosemary. And so it will pop in the mouth, and it's very like spicy and cinnamony and clovey, and it's delicious. It's also a mouth refreshener, but it will also, because of all of those constituents, have antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial, antiparasitic factors. It will kill any kind of funky germs you have going on in the throat, in the mouth. So if someone next to you is like coughing out a lung, pop a beadlet. If somebody is like wiping the boogers off their nose, pop a beadlet. If you feel a little tickle in your throat, pop a beadlet. If your breath is funky, pop a beadlet. Like lifesavers. So that's just like my coming into the season of everybody being sick. There's already been like 3 or 4 people sick at work, and I'm good. So happy November. I'm grateful for you as we get ready into shift gears into Thanksgiving and thinking of all that we're grateful for. Doterra has a bunch of really cool holiday gifts that are limited. So we have like this really cute whale diffuser for like kiddos' rooms, and these beautiful boxes to display your oils and hold all of your oils. So lots of really cool practical holiday gifts. If you're looking for some ideas, you can hop on there. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.